and it's very windy up on this
Oh,
here, and
yeah.
you can feel the car moving in our cars.
And when the cars come over the bridge, everything kind of goes like that.
And Kathy is angry at me because I wouldn't listen and started the car and wouldn't wait. And I have had it with her because she's still in her epiphany of, we're not putting another diamond in this car. The Lord's going to rescue us. The Lord's going to see us through this. The Lord's going to take care of us. And I am not getting that message. And so she's still just,
Well, I am getting a little bit iffy, but I'm still thinking that, hey, what can we do? The Lord is going to make a way because He told me I had to come to Michigan, so
So she's on this trip, and I am angry at her.
yeah,
And,
I know.
and I say, so what are we going to do then, Kathy? Are we going to push the car to Albuquerque? And she mouthed off something, and I don't remember what it
Good,
was.
another blackout.
And I got out of the car.
This is the girl who would not go to a truck stop.
Get out of the car, standing on the side of the highway. I've had it. I'm done. Oh, here.
Yeah, shh.
Okay, when was your last bath?
No bath. No bath. We stunk. We
Yeah,
stunk.
I told her, you're not going to go into all this because she has told other people
that we
the
stunk.
coyote was no match for us. All right?
And
We
we
were
were
hot
hungry.
and stressed and same old clothes and
Yes,
that was real
fun.
bad.
It was fun.
Real miserable.
So-
No, couldn't wash her hair. I mean, just nothing.
But Kathy did wash her hair in the drill. With conditioner.
But you
Well, I
felt
already
better.
Okay, I'm going to it is kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but I did go into a McDonald's and we were going to go in, try to kind of just paper towels and clean up a little bit. And I went in the bathroom to do my little cleanup and I looked at the toilet and the water looked really, really clean. So I decided, well, by golly, I'm taking a bath. Took the clothes off, got the things really wash, fresh water. Then wash my underwear out, put them on, put my clothes on, because everything starts getting wet. And we're walking out, I mean, we look horrible.
I chose to do the paper towels and the water out of the sink.
I felt much better. But we did look kind of funny. People coming into McDonald's, but it was a very clean restroom. But
We didn't eat.
I was desperate. I didn't care. I mean, it was either that or ditch swamp water. I mean, there was no rest stops like you have here. You know, I mean, it was just terrible. So then we're kind of going back though, because I think that was after our
car
Yeah.
had, yeah.
Okay.
So we,
She's
I'm
hitchhiking now.
hitchhiking
She's out on the road. I'm sitting there.
and a truckload of Indians. pull
Native
over,
Americans.
Come up,
Kids in the back.
kids in back, and I jump in the truck
She
with them.
jumps in the truck
I'm
and
out of
takes
there.
off.
I'm done.
Are you serious?
She's gone.
She
I'm on the
left you
bridge.
and
I
left you
left
the
her.
dog. You just
Yep.
took off.
I'm done. I'm done. Not really. I'm not done. I'm going to get help.
She's going to go get help, hopefully.
So, hopefully, if I live through it, if I'm not killed, because I've never seen these people before, and there's a whole truckload of them, and we don't know. But anyway, they're from. It doesn't matter. They were from Arizona, and they couldn't help us, but they called the junkyard from New Mexico, and the New Mexico junkyard came with a tow truck and towed our car into the junkyard.
Good
And
place to go.
I felt at home.
where it
Return to
belongs.
the
Full
junkyard.
circle.
Do you have actual plates now, or are you still running in a junkyard? thing?
Oh, yeah, we
okay.
buy junk. Can't get licensed till we get to Michigan. That was the least of my problems.
Obviously.
So, yeah, can we find a Secretary of State? So anyway, we get to this junkyard, and the people are very, very, very unfriendly. I mean, I couldn't expound on that anymore. Very unfriendly. No eye contact even. People come in, and first we were trying to see if we could get something on their credit card or something out of there, and we couldn't. And so they offered my dog some water.
They're eating
Here we
McDonald's.
are,
They're
parched,
eating McDonald's, we're
didn't
starving,
even
we're hungry.
offer us any water. Would you go, all of a sudden she goes, would you go to like some water? So anyway, gave my dog some water, and they had like an old broken seat
Out of a bus.
out of a bus. So Jackie's sitting on this seat, and they said that they would look and see if they could, help us get it going once they realized we're stranded. So now we're stranded at a junkyard with a car that won't run, and we're almost down to no money.
But the
So-
dog's being taken care
And
of.
the dog, yes, but they do like animals. They
That's
just
good.
don't like people who stole their land. Go figure. So, anyway, they're being very unfriendly. They did let us use the bathroom. And so Jackie's sitting there on the thing, and she's starting to, be really, really tired. And so she's devastated. She's like falling asleep on the thing. So I go outside, and I'm sitting on this rock. And so I'm reading my Bible here, and I had one of those little tiny ones that has the Psalms and New Testament or something. What?
I wonder if Alice was expecting company, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Alice might be coming.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I'm sitting out there. I'm going to try to read this, but it's kind of hard because the reason it's hard to read it, it's not even that deep, I guess you could say, of a scripture. But it was like that one about reading me, singing me softly with his song.
Killing me softly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
telling me softly.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking, this is me. This is where I'm at. This is what's happened. I'm destitute. God's not listening to me, So I'm reading this. It says, O Lord, rebuke me not in thine anger, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. This is going to be hard. Can you read it? See, I'm one of those people I can't talk and bawl. Okay, well, let me try. Have mercy upon me, for I'm weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. And I'm bawling while I'm reading this in the junkyard. I can't do it, Alice. Can you read it?
The whole,
Just 6.
okay. O Lord, rebuke me not in thine anger, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. My soul is also sore vexed. But thou, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord. Deliver my soul. O save me, for thy mercy's sake. For in death there is no remembrance of thee. In the grave who shall give thee thanks? I am weary with my groaning. All the night make I my bed to swim. I water my couch with my tears. Mine eye is consumed because of grief. It waxed old because of mine enemies. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity, for the Lord hath heard the voice of my weeping. The Lord hath heard my supplication. The Lord will receive my prayer. Let all mine enemies be ashamed and sore vexed. Let them return and be ashamed suddenly.
So when I read that, I knew that he was going to get us through it. I just knew it because he had heard my prayer. So now I'm feeling a little more like okay about it. And the guys have this car, and they said that they were going to put an electrical fuel pump. And this electrical fuel pump, so they have these junkyard dogs. And these dogs, you'd walk by and the hair would actually stand up on them. And they were just like a cartoon, and real skinny and mean, big dogs, So, I'm like, again, we're sitting kind of a ways, and they thought they had the car fixed, so they opened the gates to pull the car, and here comes these dogs.
And when she says we, it's her and her dog.
Me?
I'm still inside
Yeah, she's
sleeping.
inside of the thing. So here they come, and it's just like, coming. And then Brody, he goes, like up against me, and I think, And so the immediate I thought of, the animal kingdom and how you can bluff them. So I said, do a move like a bird gets big. I did. And there's all these people in the junkyard like looking, and they're going, because here comes their dogs just tearing after us. And I go, ah! And the two junkyard dogs go, so I thought, hey, when you scare two junkyard dogs, you are bad. I was not messing with anything at that point.
Oh my goodness.
So they get the dogs, of course, they get them back into the thing, they bring them back in the thing. And oh man, we were just, so turns out it's not the fuel pump, the electrical fuel pump
The
does
car dies
not
on
fix
them.
it
The car dies
when
on
they're
them.
doing it. So we go back into the office and they said, sorry, and she says, well, we don't have
paid
money.
him $90, and that was the last of our $90. That was it. And I said, we're broke. We have no more money. I said,
Can you take that off and fix it? We gotta
They found
wind her up.
They found the problem. I said, can you take what you put on there, this fuel pump, put our other one back on, because that's brand new. And they go, but we cut all the fuel lines. I go, but this is a junkyard, and you have fuel lines. Can't you go to another car and get fuel lines? And they said, we'll see what we can do.
And they had us, well, we'll see what we can do. And we looked at each other and thought, boy, we've heard that 20 zillion times. So they come out, they fixed it. They said, we found out what was wrong. And it was this part right here. And what it was doing is as the gas went down, it was causing a vacuum, just like, a thing would bubble. And so it was not getting any gas, and then you'd stop and it would release. And that's all it was. So we got it all fixed. Oh, thank you. And they said, we won't charge you anything. We, fix the lines for you. And we got the other one back. And
Like everything had changed, like
Yeah.
their attitude towards us, the way
Yeah.
they were talking, the way that
they got all fixed. So I said, oh, thank you so much, so no problems. I'm hugging the guy, and we're all loving each other now, we get in the car, and I turn the car on. They had filled the tank full of gas. I told Jake, of course, then we're both really bawling, because it's really fixed, I said, they filled the tank. We're so happy. About this time, the one lady comes running out that would give water to my dog, but not to me, comes running out with a roll of money. And she comes running out, and she goes, this is all we have in the register, but I want you to have it for your trip.
it was like $47.
And it just was, of course, you couldn't get far in the gas now, but yeah, did that. And then, so we got in, it was just wonderful. And as we're driving through New Mexico, the mountains were red, the sky was blue, the clouds were white, and we both had the same feeling. That was what was so remarkable. We both really felt, we were expecting to hear trumpets sound or something, like God said, I am God, or something. I said, don't you just feel like something's just going to burst with some kind of praise and everything? Of course, we were praising God and happy, and then we had a couple of little mishaps on the way, but nothing. That was what day?
That was Friday.
That was Friday, and we got to Indiana at your mom's on
Saturday, and that's in Indiana. Kathy, it was really kind of funny because we're in through Missouri. When we got to Missouri, she was looking around. She just couldn't remember how green and beautiful Michigan was. Everything looked different after we had been through that whole
Yeah.
thing. The beauty of what's really essence and important, really hit us from what we had experienced. And so we're in Missouri Friday night.
Well,
Saturday,
we got to wind up the tape.
we're
That's
in Missouri.
nothing.
I called Butch and told him that we were on our way home. He wanted to know why it had taken us so many days to get home. And we told him we would talk about it when we got home. We did finally arrive back in Michigan on Monday, safe and sound.
Yay! Oh, and then I had a transmission leak, so I came down.
In that ugly car.
Annie, and of course Alice was at the desk, and so we're sitting there, and she's filling out the form, and I started telling her about my car, and the more I talked about and told her about it and expounded upon it, and she was really interested in it and thought it was quite the story. and said, well, we'll have to get together sometime, and and I said, oh, that sounds great. And as it turned out, I did leave this lady I was taking care of and took care of her mom, or kind of watched her really for like half a day, and then she had me work at the transmission shop. So we really bonded, and I ended up selling Old Green after the dash or the glove compartment fell out. But anyway.
Sold the car.
For somebody else?
Tell me there's not a God. I sold that car.
But everything was fixed in it. I mean, we had put it
Except for the glove compartment. You had new tires, new fuel pump.
Oh,
But
good
yeah,
God.
it was really quite an experience, and it was really wonderful to have experienced it. And it did. I mean, once I got to Michigan, things have really been different. I mean, my whole life has turned around. I'm still me, but it's just been a wonderful thing.
We're glad you came back.
Yes, we're all glad you came back.
I'm glad Jackie came back with me, because I know if I had come across myself, because I was just dumb enough and desperate enough to have done that, I probably would have turned around and gone back.
And I
at
knew that, and
point.
I knew I had to go, and I knew
Yeah.
that was the only way that, so, against everybody's best wishes or their thoughts.
Yep.
And
And
I'm
we're all
glad.
connected to Amy, because I took Kathy's place.
Mhm.
And Kathy did our ad for the paper.
Yeah, for 100 years.